doing well. Right now I'm coming to you from spare bedroom in my house. Well, our extra room that we have friends over and they stay in here. Many of you who've taken my class before, you know I've always said, hey, you can do routines right in your bed in the morning instead of, rushing off to do whatever it is they typically do that you don't really get a whole lot from to begin with anyways. So I'll show you a routine that you can do right when you wake up in the morning. That kind of starts your day. This is one that I've done, or parts of it that I've done, or some of the times I've done all of it for different times in my life. Right now the one I do is kind of simple as well, but it all depends on you and what you feel like you need to do. So clearly you have a bed at your house. I don't know many people who sleep on the floor in this country, but you've got your bed. So you wake up in the morning, your alarm clock goes off. Don't rush. Maybe give yourself a little bit more time. Maybe give yourself 5 minutes and you can have this done. The alarm clock goes off. First of all, just stay in place and breathe. Take a minute and just breathe deep. Take some of the biggest breaths to begin your day. Full inhale, full exhale. Maybe 5 of them. After you do 5 full breaths, start to roll your ankles around a little bit. Maybe the hands. Open and close the hands. So getting some blood circulation through your feet. A lot of people just throw their feet right on the ground in the morning. They're like, my feet. Oh man, my feet, they're hurting, my dogs. Just roll your ankles around a little bit. Or maybe even pull a foot up and, give them a little squeeze, a little rub. Nothing wrong with that. Move the toes around a little bit, but rolling ankles is one that I was told by another instructor of mine, Margarita, many years ago. She's like, I always just roll my ankles around in the morning. And again, just getting some blood moving through them while you're still breathing deep. Then a good squeeze, a hug. Give yourself a good hug. Maybe keep rolling the ankles. You're still relaxed, still breathing deep. Just give it a nice squeeze of the knees into the chest. This one's great. Just give one knee a squeeze into the right armpit. Take a few breaths. After a few breaths, switch to the other one. Now you could move right into a twist like this if you wanted to. Or you could always have both in and then move into a twist. So a few breaths, just take a twist. Again, it's first thing in the morning. You're only taking 3 to 5 minutes to do this. Anyone can do it. Remember to always do both sides, of course, we know that. Take a few more breaths on that side. Now you could, if you wanted to, move into a bridge. You can do a bridge here. Just take a few breaths. You're still in your bed. Lift your hips, roll on your shoulders, and you just get into the hip flexors, the psoas. A lot of people tend to sleep like this at night. This tightens a lot of the hip flexors and psoas, which can lead to all different types of underlying issues with tightness throughout the body. But a nice stretch of the quads, the hip flexors, psoas and such in the morning just by lifting the hips is always nice. Again, just breathing deep. Now maybe you move up to seated. And just move the head around a little bit. Just take some rolls of the head in both directions. Again, still while you're breathing deep. Now you could always just drop the head over one way, not lazily, but reach it over one way and then over to the other way. Maybe lift the chin, maybe drop the chin. Some people moving the head around in circles tends to bother their cervical spine. So be mindful of it. Simple little back bend. Take your hands back behind you and just arch your chest. That's it. You can see here. And just take my hands right behind me, point the fingertips away, Roll the shoulders back, a little pull the shoulder blades together, opening up the heart center if you want. Drop the head back, don't lazily lift through the chin. Take a few big breaths. And then maybe just a simple forward fold. Just fold and take a few breaths. Maybe you're doing some morning mantras, maybe you're doing some morning prayers, maybe you're just kind of having an attitude of gratitude while you wake up. You could be incorporating all of that with this to prepare your day. So already putting some level of positivity into your practice while you're getting ready for the day. So preparing yourself, being prepared is a good thing. Always being prepared. This kind of prepares you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally for the day when you do simple things like this. I have night practices, morning practices, there's different things that I do to always stay kind of prepared for everything that life has to throw at us. Because life is always going to throw something at us. And the more we're mentally, physically, emotionally prepared for it, spiritually prepared, the better off we're going to be. And doing these simple routines can help. So maybe you want a little hip in there. Nothing wrong with this. You can just simply do this. And then isometrically, just kind of work your... Some people will come into it and they're like this, right? Hips are tight. All you do is use your hip muscles to move your knee away. Again, take some breaths. Some people could fold forward with this. But it's a morning routine and you're still in your bed. So again, it's just, do both sides. You're just getting, some blood moving through some of these parts in the body. Some of you may not have time to do 15, 20, 30-minute practices. So you're still in your bed. You could do this in 3 to 5 minutes. All of these postures that I just showed you. A few breaths, Maybe a little forward fold. This is nice. Arms under legs. The knees can be bent a lot. You can slowly fold, push the feet away from you, and just allow the back to really broaden, the shoulder blades to broaden, really getting a nice stretch throughout the whole back of the body. And always breathing deep. Again, you're preparing the day. You're getting that oxygen-rich blood moving through your body already. So, as you can see, that's a simple routine that you could do in your bed. And it took just a few minutes without me kind of talking and carrying on in there and telling you all the rest of this stuff. You could have had that done in 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, depending how long you want to hold each form, each posture. Some of you, it's 3 breaths, some 5 breaths, but do somewhere between 3 to 5 breaths in each, posture that was demonstrated there. And you'll notice right away when you get up and go through the rest of your day, you're like, oh, that did kind of prepare me for what the day has to offer, because it's always going to throw something at you, and the more you're prepared, the better off you're going to be. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, friends.